Alright, we got the Federal full metal jackets. We're going to try to hit that little small spinner plate there on the bottom. That's what we're going for right there. Now we got the Winchester Defender hollow point. We're going to see how that runs through it. Very nice. As you can see, I put all but one right there in the middle pretty much. So. Alright, now we got the Federal full metal jackets. Perfect. Alright guys, we're back from the range and we found a few issues with the pistol. First issue, the slide catch. I'm going to have to replace that with a Wilson Combat. It's all dickered. I mean, it just needs a new one. The mainspring assembly, whatever the hell you want to call it, the one that has the Phillips head screw in it for some godforsaken reason, the screw has come loose. You can move it with your hand. So I'm just going to take that out, put some Loctite on it for now, and that's going to be why this plate is bent, I'm assuming. But I'm still going to replace it with the Kimber assembly. And as you can see here, the plate is a little bent. And I'm assuming that's, you know, just from the force of that thing bouncing around in there with that screw being loose, allowing it to move around. So this thing's never been taken apart. It's still got rust from the milling machine sitting on it. So I'm going to put some Loctite on that, put that back together. No big deal. Just replace the catch with a Wilson Combat catch, and I'm going to replace this whole assembly with a Kimber stainless steel assembly, and it has a rivet, not a screw on the end. Alright, next was the manual thumb safety. She was digging into my hand right here, biting like crap. When it went into the frame here, let me kind of put it in and show you. When it went in right here, it was really rough on the edge here when that safety was down, and it was rubbing against my hand. So I buffed it out, and it's still, I put 50 rounds through it and it was still bothering me. So I'm actually going to take a file and knock all that down, and I'm going to knock it down a little bit up here too, so it sits flush with it up. And also I'm going to hit the edge of this thing with the buffer and, you know, get it nice and smooth so you can, if you want to, I can leave my thumb on it while I'm shooting. Next is the trigger. I polished out the trigger, just polished it all up, polished the sides just a little bit. On the sear spring, I went ahead and I bent back. This sits in the gun like this. Let's see here. The one on the far right here is what your beaver tail safety pushes up against. So if your beaver tail's sloppy, you're just going to want to bend that one back just a little bit, and that'll take the sloppiness right out of your beaver tail grip there. So I did that. Other than that, the barrel, I'll show you this here. Pull this bushing out. The barrel, you can see where it was rubbing a little bit, so I'm going to polish that up some. and see how that goes. Everything else looks pretty good. Underneath where that plate was riding, I polished it out, and it seemed to help a lot. So anyway, guys, I'm going to put this thing back together and show you the end result. Alright, last step, guys. Wipe this thing down with your trusty rusty rag there. If you haven't heard of Rusty Rags, go check them out. Really, really nice product. Alright. That's all I was looking for. Make it nice and smooth right there. Just nice and smooth so it didn't bite into my hand. Same thing on top here. Just nice and smooth. Take a black pen, touch that up. Good to go. See, now it's holding back with this magazine. And like I said, 90% of the time it was holding back. But I'm going to go ahead and change that out with the Wilson Combat right there. And the Kimber spring inside. I'll show you that when I get it. But I would definitely suggest ATI to anybody. Really, really nice built gun. Can't say anything bad about it for what I paid. I mean, now granted, if you don't want to have to tinker with a gun, this is not the gun for you. But if you like playing with guns and you want to make it your own, why not? $400 out the door. I mean, with the grip. Can't beat that.
Country boy screaming, a real